Hi, this is Lalita. In previous class, I already explained the introduction to real numbers. Okay, now we have to go to proofs of irrationals. Okay, proofs of irrational. That means root 2 is irrational, root 3 is irrational, root 5 is irrational. Like these questions today in my class, I will explain. Okay, it is the 100% sure board question. Keep in your mind. 100% sure. So concentrate and listen carefully. Proof of irrational means root 2 is irrational. Prove root 2 is irrational. Okay, I am assuming it's not irrational. Some oppositely I want to take it. So let us assume root 2 is rational. Irrational opposite is rational. Already you know that thing. Yeah, we had to prove it's irrational. But now I am assuming it is rational. Okay, let us assume root 2 is rational. Rational. How is rational numbers? The rational numbers are in the form of P by Q. Rational numbers are in the form of P by Q. So here already I assumed it is rational. So I am taking root 2 is equal to P by Q. Can we take P by Q only? No, you can take A by B, some X by Y, some other thing. Okay, it is in the form of numerator by denominator. Already in previous class I explained what are rationals. What are rational number? It is in the form of P by Q where P comma Q belongs to integer. Q denominator is not equal to 0. Not equal to 0. With this, additionally one more point I want to say now, that is P and Q must be co-primes. What do you mean by co-primes? Do you know? In lower classes you learn twin primes, co-primes, these are the things. Did you remember? Okay. Co-primes means they has common factor is only one. Only one is common factor. No common factor will be there. Is only one as a common factor. Then we will say they are co-primes. 4 by 6. Do you have any common factor here? 2. With 2 table we can cancel. 2 2s are 4. 2 3s are 6. So 4 by 6 we had to write it 2 by 3. That is standard form. That is standard form. Now you are in 10th grade. Surely you have to write it in standard form. In simplest form. Clear? So here clearly you have to remember rational numbers means numerator and denominator belongs to integer. Denominator not equal to 0 and they must be co-primes. Keep in your mind this point. Okay, numerator and denominator must be co-primes. That means they has only one as common factor. Okay, here Q I am transposing to this side. Here division is going on where I am taking this side. Root 2Q is equal to P. Okay, root 2Q is equal to P. Squaring on both sides. I am doing squaring. Squaring on both sides. Root 2 square. By squaring you will get 2. Q square is equal to P square. So here you got P square is equal to 2Q square. By seeing this, what would you conclude it? P square is multiple of 2. P square is multiple of 2. That means 2 into 1, 2 into 5, 2 into 10, 2 into 50, 2 into 100. Surely it is in 2 table. It is in 2 table, which is very sure. So here I am writing P square is multiple of 2. It is in 2 table. When P square is multiple of 2, obviously P is also multiple of 2. P is also multiple of 2. P is multiple of 2 means it is in 2 table. It is in 2 table. So some other letter I want to take here. P is equal to 2x. Why? Because P is multiple of 2. It is in 2 table. 2 into something. What is that something? You have to assume some letter. Okay, 2 into something, 2 into 1, 2 into 5, 2 into 8, 2 into 20. Okay, 2 into something. What is that something? You have to assume that is some letter. So here I took that one as x. P is equal to 2x. Now squaring on both sides. Both the sides I want to do squaring. Squaring on both sides. Then P square is equal to 2x whole square. P square is equal to, we have to go for squaring 2 and x also. Most of the time students will do the same mistakes. What it is, 2x whole square is nothing but 2x square, which is completely wrong. Why? Because 2x has some bracket. So every letter, every number you have to do square. 2 square, by squaring you will get 4. X, by squaring you will get x square. Okay, P square is equal to 4x square. But here we have some value. P square means how much? 2q square. P square means 2q square. I am substituting. Instead of P square, it is 2q square. 2q square is equal to 4x square. What I want here? Q square. With q square, which number are you observing? 2. Between these two, which operation is going on? It's product. When I am transposing 2 to opposite side, it becomes as division. Then q square is equal to 4x square by 2. Here product is going on. I transpose to opposite side. It becomes as division. Now cancel 2 for 2 times. Then q square is 2x square. Q square is 2x square. That means q square is multiple of 2. 2 into something. So q square is multiple of 2. Q square is multiple of 2. Where q square is multiple of 2, there obviously q is also multiple of 2. Q is also multiple of 2. See here, P is multiple of 2. Q is also multiple of 2. That means P and Q both are having one common table. It is in 2 table. It is in 2 table. P is in 2 table. Q is also in 2 table, which contradicts our assumption. How it contradicts? Is it your doubt? Already I explained P and Q must be co-primes. What do you mean by co-primes? They has only one as common factor. Only one as common factor. Then we will say they are co-primes. But come to the solution. P is in 2 table. Q is also in 2 table, which contradicts our assumption. So P and Q are multiples of which contradicts our assumption. What I assumed here, root 2 is rational. What I assumed here, root 2 is rational. What do you mean by rational? Rational numbers means which is in the form of numerator by denominator, and numerator and denominator belongs to integers, denominator not equal to 0, and they must be co-primes. Yeah, in lower classes, maybe you wrote in the 4 by 6, 2 by 10, 16 by 20. Without cancellation, maybe they given the marks. Now you are in 10th grade. You must be write it in standard form. You have to write it in standard form. You need to write it in simplest form. That means they must be in co-primes. They are not having any common factors except one. So here we assumed that is rational, but we got the numerator and denominator both are having the same common factor, that's 2, which contradicts our assumption. That means root 2 is not rational. That means root 2 is irrational. Root 2 is irrational. Did you understand? It is very interesting and easy. It is sure question. Sure, 100% sure. Do you have any doubt in previous board papers? You have to check it. Okay. Can they give only root 2? No. Prove root 3 is irrational. Prove root 5 is irrational. Prove root 6 is irrational. Okay. As a homework, you will try root 3, root 5 are irrationals. How can we do? Do you have any doubt? No. Same as it is like this. Instead of 2, substitute 3. Instead of 2, substitute 3. That means let us assume root 3 is rational. Root 3 is equal to p by q. Squaring on both sides. Root 3 square and root will cancel. 3 is equal to p square by q square. Transpose to opposite side. You will get p square is 3q square. Okay, p square is multiple of 3. Obviously, p is also multiple of 3. Okay, when p is multiple of 3, then p is equal to 3x. 3x, again squaring on both sides. P square is equal to 3x whole square. 3 square means 9, x square means x square. Already we know p square is 3q square. Substitute here. Q square also you will get 3x square. So again you got q square is multiple of 3. Q is also multiple of 3. So already previously you got p is multiple of 3. Now you got q is multiple of 3. That means both p and q as the common factor is 3, which contradicts our assumption. They must be co-primes. They are not having any common factors except 1. So root 3 is not rational. We proved root 3 is irrational. Did you understand? Like this you have to try. First, by seeing this one, you can write root 2 is irrational. Basing on this, you will try root 3 is irrational and root 5 is irrational. Just only instead of 2, substitute 3. Instead of 2, keep it as 5. That's all. You will get the solution. No problem. Okay, you will try your own. Did you get the answer or not? Comment to me. Still, do you have any doubt? Still, do you want the proof for root 3 and root 5 also? Comment to me. I will explain root 3 and root 5 also. Did you understand? Okay, surely you have to learn this one. Either you are state student or CBSE student or AP student or Telangana student, whatever. Surely proof of irrational is 100% sure question in board exam. Okay, surely you have to learn this one. Practice it very well. Still, do you have any doubts? Comment to me. I'll respond. Okay, thank you.